Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show with a twist today because our lovely Allyson June Smith is currently en route to Paris. All right, for some, isn't it, Will? So
It
it's
is.
the Hayley and Will show today. Hi,
Uh,
producer Will.
they've promoted me to presenter Will.
uh,
Promoted.
Promote is a very loose word.
Mm.
Desperate is a word. Need to cover Allyson, but she's on a route to Paris to get some nice cheeses and do lots of comedy gigs. So lovely producer Will stepping in. We're here till 8 a.m. this morning. You okay, Will?
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
just
checking.
checking your watch. Why
I'm
are
just
you
seeing
checking
what
your
time
watch?
it is in New York.
New York. Why New York?
Because Eastern time, innit?
Okay. Well, welcome. Thanks, producer Will.
It's all right.
Here till 8 a.m. Get involved. Listen, Backchannel's the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. If you are watching on an Echo show and can see two beautiful humans, you're watching the wrong show. So apologies for that. But if you are watching myself and Will, then get involved. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning, within reason. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. What's wrong, Will?
Nothing. I'm just gonna do the things that I usually do when I'm not on screen.
And we can see you do them.
And you're just gonna have to see me do them. It's like a peek behind the curtain.
Hey, listen, get involved with the show, because if you don't get involved with the show, it's just two tired people talking for 2 hours straight.
Two tired women talking for 2 hours.
We can't amend the jingle that quickly. No. That's Allison's mum. But welcome, Doug has joined the stream. Good morning, Doug. I can see Steve is with us also. Thank you for joining. Get involved with the show and let us know how you are this morning. It's very early in the morning, so we appreciate you joining us. It's February the 4th today. Friday, exciting times, and it's Alice Cooper's birthday. He's 74 today.
Good, yeah, normal, very normal, well-adjusted man.
I seen him in London once, crossing a pedestrian crossing.
That's nice. Where was he going?
I don't know. I didn't want to ask. It'd be a little bit weird, that, wouldn't it? All right, Alice, where are you off? I was going to a gig, but he very much looks like Alex Cooper. There's no even without makeup on. And Natalie Imbruglia, love Natalie Imbruglia. She's great. She's had some banging tunes out. She is 47 today.
She's Australia. She was born in Australia, but she lives in Britain.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. Torn. That's a Natalie Imbruglia song.
Smoke. That's a really good one. She's a big mistake. Really like her. Got a lot of time for Natalie Imbruglia. Never met her personally, but
you said she's a big mistake.
Her song was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Her song was called Big Mistake. Doug has said good morning, Hayley and Will. And Doug has said, so if you are a new listener of the show, Doug is a regular listener of the show, and he's decided that he's going to give us a riddle a day. That's what he's decided.
He's Doug, you've kind of ruined the magic a little bit, because he said that the skill on his device that he gets the riddle from is not working. It's down today. So he's just going to have to use one of the classic ones. Doug, I thought you were here every morning, like handcrafting these like riddles. You were writing them yourself. No, he just asked his device for them.
Listen, don't reveal the secrets of the magician's trade, Will. So Doug's going to give us a riddle of the day today. That'll be coming up after the news. Thanks, Doug. If you've got any content and you want us to fill the show with it, do so, because it gives producer Will less work to do, doesn't it? Exactly. That's to get involved with the show.
If you could put together some stuff for Monday as well, that would be really good.
Doug has said you're the only one that knows that, and whoever else.
It's all right, Doug. We'll just keep it between you and me.
On this day, Will, in history, in the year two, I don't know why I keep doing this with my glasses today, by the way. This is very slippery. I've got a slippery nose today.
Very oily skin. It's very...
Morning. Thanks for joining us and sticking with us if you are. In this very day in history, in the year 2004, the website Facebook was launched. It was actually known as the Facebook back in the day when it was originally launched. Later became the largest social network in the world. So before Facebook, we had MySpace.
Yeah. I mean, you were already like in your 50s at this point, weren't you, Hayley? So
just because Allison's not here, I get the old jokes today.
Yeah.
I do remember. I used to be on MySpace. Were you around when the MySpace days?
I miss MySpace. I was on Bebo.
Oh,
I know.
Oh, you're such an emo on Bebo.
No, everybody was on Bebo. I don't know if it was big in North America, but you could, you had a certain amount of love to give people every day.
That sounds harsh, doesn't it?
It was like...
I'm out of love now.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
sorry.
But my family pet's just died. Now I've used all my love on Bebo.
Can't give you any love. I'll have to give you some tomorrow. I'll give you some tomorrow. I'll give you 3 love tomorrow. Tomorrow. That's what you'd say.
I used to like Facebook because of the music. So what would happen is your page would have you could choose songs for your page.
Yeah.
And when I hear music now, it reminds me of like people's Facebooks MySpaces I used to stalk.
They have like
that reminds me of them.
Have a flashback to stalking your crush's MySpace page.
My ex-boyfriend who dumped me and he had that song on at the time. And I used to look at his page every day. Who's in your top friends? It used to always be like an argument. Why aren't you in your top friends? But there we go.
There was a thing about like websites that or like companies that failed because of the decisions that they made, and one of them was MySpace, and it was because like Facebook came along and they started like changing stuff. They're like, no, just keep it the same. Because can you imagine now going back to MySpace?
No, not in a million. I wouldn't. Mine's probably still floating around there with pictures of me, like when I'm like.
In your emo face.
I never had an emo.
I dare you. Next time you meet somebody new, ask them if they're on MySpace. Oh yeah, add me on MySpace.
Yeah, because that would really go down well.
What would you say?
What?
If somebody asked you if you're on MySpace, what would you say?
I'd say, Nana, go back to bed. You should be up at this hour. We've got loads coming up in today's show, haven't we, Will?
We've got a cracking show. Because I knew that I was going to be presenting it with you, so I made it extra good.
Oh, well, there we go. So, shall I tell people what's coming up in the next 2 hours, Will?
Could you please?
I will. Thanks for asking. Coming up in the next 2 hours on the Hayley and Will show today, we're going to be trying to solve your problems in our Agony Auntie section. We're going to be doing the 1-star movie review game, but it's a TV show today, actually. We're going to be taking a TV show that's been panned by people online, and we want you to guess what it is. We're going to be ending the show in a game of competitive true or false, and it's Will's quiz of the week coming up.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
It's me.
That is all coming up. Stick around, get involved with the show. Oh, and also Doug's riddle is coming up. Of course it is, Doug. Don't worry about that. But also today, it's Thank a Mailman Day today. So if you're in the UK, that's Postman. If you're in the US, the Mailman. Now, my friend used to be a mailman. He's a comic now, Chris Washington. But he was a postman in the UK for years and years and years. And he said, Christmas is the time. Do you tip your postman at Christmas?
No.
No, he really shouted at me because he was like, you really should tip your postman because you tip everyone else. And postmen expect to be like tipped. If you tip your mailman, let us know. Is it a thing in the US? Do you do that? He was like, yeah, he made me feel really bad. And I was like, oh.
I bet it's more of a thing in the US because there's more of a tipping culture, unfortunately. But in the UK, we don't tip that many people, really.
No. I mean, no.
What would you do? Like when they slide your mail through your like letterbox, you just slide them.
No, it's just awkward, isn't it?
And your hands meet in the middle. Oh, no way.
I just feel very awkward doing it. It's a very English thing now. But yeah, that's why when people in the US, if they're like working in a restaurant or something, and they hear our English accents, they're like, ugh, because you English people are renowned for not being good tippers. So they're just like, ugh. So we make sure we tip extra well when we go away because we want to build the reputation back up.
My biggest problem with tipping is, number one, not being paid a living wage, and number two, the fact that I have to do maths. Don't try to make me do maths after I've had dinner. Come on,
I have to get my calculator out, which is really embarrassing because then they can tell like, oh, they're going to do it by the penny.
Yeah.
Do you like my new cushion, by the way?
It's very like. Are you actually in a log cabin? Is there a wood fire behind you, like, as well?
I'd love it if there was a wood burner in here, but unfortunately not. It would cause a fire. Yeah, no, I got that off Etsy. Not promoting them. There's loads of them there. But yeah, there you go. If you'd like to send me something for my log cabin, feel free.
You need, what else do you need in your log? You need a wood burning stove. You need some cast iron, sauna. You need some cast iron, like, skillets.
Thanks, producer.
Like a bearskin rug.
Nice. Oh yes, bearskin rug. I'm a vegetarian though, so maybe like.
It can be faux.
Faux bearskin rug. If you would like to get involved with the show today, by the way, if you have a problem, because coming up very shortly is our Agony Aunt and Uncle section. Send us your problems. You can get involved. The command to give your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show. Good morning. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, you can still get involved. You can go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your tablet. Get involved that way. There you go. It's lovely that we can hear you. Click the buttons as well, Will. It's
the loudest sound effect ever.
Yeah, someone needs to get a new computer.
I need
Someone's
softer
probably still on
buttons.
MySpace. Will, what are your plans for this weekend, by the way, before we crack on?
Oh, well. I'm coming to Liverpool to see, not you.
Oh,
No, somebody else. Yeah, my sister lives in Liverpool with her fella, her chap. So we're going down. I'm going with my parents to go and see her. We're going to go to the Beatles Museum because we're
Lovely.
tourists.
Yes.
My mum's going through a bit of a Beatles phase, so she just kind of decided that that's what we were doing.
Is that because of the documentary that's been out recently, the Get Back
Yeah,
documentary?
that's refueled it, and she really likes that movie Yesterday.
Okay, with the songs, yeah.
Yeah, with the songs in it, and she's a bit of a Beatles fan anyway. So we're gonna go and be tourists in Liverpool.
It's really nice down there, by the way, if you're in the US and listening, thinking what we're talking about. So in Liverpool, there's the Beatles Museum for obviously the musicians, the Beatles, but it's all by the waterfront. There's loads of nice little cafes and restaurants. It's very lovely around there. You'll have a nice time. Thanks for my invite. You come in the place that I live, but not been invited.
Sorry about you. It's all right. I'll see you next time. Apart from that one time when you come to Leeds and I'm not available. What are you doing? You've got gigs, Hayley?
Yes, if you haven't listened before, I'm a stand-up comic myself and Allyson, which is where Allyson is today, but she's gigging in Paris, looking for some, because I'm gigging in Manchester in the UK, which is lovely, and tomorrow I'm in Oxford, down London way. Very posh in Oxford, great university. Wouldn't know, I never went there. And lots of bikes.
Because it's so good, because you can't drive anywhere because the roads are so congested.
Oxford and Cambridge, and now cyclists, they've said in the UK, can ride in the middle of the road, so that's frustrating.
Yeah, because they changed, didn't they? I mean, I don't drive, so I don't know, but didn't they like change the highway code?
Yeah, so in the UK, cyclists usually used to have to ride to the side so that drivers can pass, but now cyclists can ride in the middle of the road, which means we have to wait behind them. So might have to set off for my gig extra early tomorrow. I'll have to leave, give myself about 5 hours either side.
Or you could cycle.
Yeah, that would.
To Oxford.
I'd have to set off Monday.
You're late already.
Monday, I'm already late. But there you go. Thanks for getting involved with the show. But Will, should we start our agony aunties section?
I really think we should. I think now's the perfect time to be a
slight delay on that. You were just worrying, like, shall we? Yes, we shall. If you haven't listened to the show before, myself and Will are going to be your agony auntie and uncle, and we're going to attempt to solve your problems. I say attempt. I use that word very, very loosely. Listen, quick disclaimer: we are not trained therapists. We are barely trained to do the job we do. I mean, producer Will, he's got a degree. Did you get a first?
Yeah, I do have a degree at this. Did I get a first? Of course I did.
Okay, you barely mentioned it every other show. So producer Will's trained, I'm not, but we're not trained in answering your problems. So just bear that in mind. If you do send a problem in, just a disclaimer. Do not take our advice literally. We are just giving our opinions. These are our opinions. You don't have to do what we say. If I'm honest with you, I'd just do the opposite of what I say.
I mean, especially because Allyson really is the one who you want the advice from. Because it's a little bit more thought out, it's a bit more considered. And even though she also is not trained to be giving advice, she's kind of... Allison's the friend that you would actually go to for real advice. Whereas Hayley and I are the ones that are like...
You wouldn't go to. There's a reason I have a small circle of friends. Allyson also is Canadian, so she's extra nice and extra positive about everything. She's just like, here's the thing. What you need to do is write a list where me and Will are like, just cut them out your life.
Yeah,
so just bear that in mind. If you're sending a problem in today, I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying don't, but I'm just saying take it. Don't expect anything good.
We're not trying to put you off, but we will make it worse.
Oh, but we'll make it worse. So the command to give your advice, if you still have a problem, you're like, I still want them to talk about it, even after that intro. Then do. The command to give your device, if you are watching on an Echo show and can see my tie eyes, is the word say. So the name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your problem. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone, and you can also email us. We have loads of ways to get involved. You can email hello@backchannel.tv. Make sure you put Hayley and Allyson in the subject title, because otherwise they'll be like, why are we getting problems through about bunions? What is this? Is this spam?
Like Anthony Davis, who's later on Backchannel, he has quite a serious news show. He talks about the news quite a lot. He'd be like, why have I got an email that's like,
I've got an email from Keith in Kansas, and he said his girl has left him. What's this?
Yeah, I'm about that. That's some news.
Yeah, but let's crack on with our first problem of the day, and this is from Scotty in New Mexico, and they say, "Good morning, Scotty."
Hi, Scotty.
They say, "I love all of my work friends and colleagues, but at lunchtime, I'd rather just spend time by myself. It's a break after all. How do I communicate this without appearing rude?"
Tuna in the microwave.
Yeah, no one wants to bother with you. You're eating fish on your lunch break.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, I'm exactly the same as you, Scotty. When I used to work in an office, I used to think I just want to have a cup of tea, look at my phone, and then go back to work. I don't want to have to talk about Slimming World or what you're doing at the weekend, you know? So sometimes I'd just put a coat over my head and pretend that I was having a sleep. Sometimes I'd go... I wasn't very popular. Sometimes I'd go and sit in my car just so I could have a minute to myself.
That's a bit sad.
I know, but people like... They just want to, I don't want to hear about all your, you know, like Scotty says, you like your work colleagues, but you see them all day. You want a bit of you time, don't you?
You could go for a walk.
Yeah.
You could leave the building.
What if someone says, "I'm going to come with you"?
Just push him into the river. In my mind, you work next to a river. If you don't, then I can't help you.
Please don't do that, Scotty. We cannot take legal responsibility for you pushing a colleague into the river. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Scotty. I never used to like that. I just wanted a bit of me time. You could just say, "Oh, sorry, I've just got a bit of work to be getting on with," and pretend that you're sending emails. "Oh, I've just got to send an email." Or like you say, you could go and leave the building if it's nice out. Just say, "I'm just going to go for a walk, get a bit of fresh air. I'm trying to get my steps up." That's a good one. Trying to get my steps up today, so I'm going to go for a walk, and then just sit outside or in your car like I did, crying.
Yeah. You could go to the bathroom just before your lunch break and put on a wig and a fake mustache or other such disguises, and then they'll be like, "Oh, where's Scotty gone?"
Yeah.
And then they won't bother you because they'll think it's somebody else.
Yeah. But I hate that little small talk. It's always the same stuff, especially if you work. I used to work with a lot of women who worked in schools, and they'd all be like talking about what they're not eating because they're always on diets, or how their husband has annoyed them, and you're just like, I just want to look at Facebook and see what other people are doing, which is the worst, isn't it? Because all we're doing is scrolling on social media when there's actual people there. But just want a bit of you time. I know
This is why I
think.
This is why I think go for a walk is good advice, not to pat myself on the back, but then you can get away from your colleagues and you're not just sitting there staring at your phone. But seriously though, stinky lunches, it could be the way forwards because then nobody's going to want to be around you.
No one wants to sit next to you if you're eating fish or egg. Just a little tip there. I mean, you might lose friends, Scotty.
Yeah, you might want to invest in some gum.
Gum. Yeah, there we go. Another problem. Not solved here on the Hayley and Will show this morning. If you have a problem you'd like us to discuss, then do so. The command to give your device is the word "say," followed by your problem, such as my workmate has just started eating fish in work. Let us know, get involved, or if you are listening on an audio-only echo, go to backchannel.tv. Let's have a look at the next problem.
Say, my colleague Scotty pushed me into the river.
Yeah. There you go. I'm trying to swim. Can you send help? The next problem is from Billy in New York. Good morning, Billy. And they say, how do I get better at enjoying my own company? Why has that made you laugh, Will?
Because it's very similar to the question above. I think I can give similar advice.
Go for a walk?
Yeah. Fish in the microwave. I don't know.
Right, well, listen to the rest of the problem first.
Sorry.
Honestly, Will.
Sorry,
These
Hayley.
are real people.
I get excited when you let me out of the cupboard under the stairs.
No, go back. Expelliarmus. No. Billy from New York says, how do I get better at enjoying my own company? I'm trying to get better at not relying on other people to bring me happiness. Will, you are alone a lot. You are alone a lot. I mean, there's a reason for that, but how do you enjoy your own company? You're always laughing at your own jokes, put it that way.
Yeah, find yourself really funny. Think that you're the greatest person on earth. That's a good start. No, seriously though, you can go for a little walk by yourself. So here's what I'm saying. Start off doing the small things. No one's expecting you to go to a restaurant on your own. But you could do little things, like go to the movies on your own is really great.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
I love that.
A lot. It's the best way to watch a movie is at the cinema on your own. Because no one's trying to like talk to you. Nobody's trying to whisper about you, like to you about the plot. Nobody's trying to offer you snacks. So there's no distractions, and you get to do it on your own. And it's great. It's just like a little date. Take yourself on a little date to the movies. That's my advice.
Yeah, I like that. I like going to the movies on my own because I'm a comic. I have a lot of time spare sometimes before when I get to gigs. So I'll go to the cinema sometimes. I enjoy that. It's always a bit of fun. You could try journaling. That's what Allyson would say. Write a journal.
Write it down. Don't like the things. Like, there's no reason why you can't do the things that other people do to make you happy. If it makes you happy when other people buy you flowers, buy yourself some flowers.
Yeah. My friend did that recently. She sent herself some letterbox flowers with a little note in saying, I love you, to herself. It's cute, isn't it?
That is cute.
Yeah.
Make yourself a bougie dinner. Make yourself a nice dinner.
Nice dinner.
Look after yourself a bit.
Yeah. Treat yourself to a little pamper session.
Nice.
Loads of ways. I like my own company. I think, but that's because I like, but not like saying that I'm great company, but I like spending time on my own. And I'm sure the more you do it, I'll tell you what, as another little tip is, Billy, turn your phone off, because the temptation is to just look at what other people are doing while you're having downtime. So put a film on Netflix, turn your phone off, and think, right, I'm going to keep that phone off for however long this film is on for.
Because if
Have
you're
some nice food.
Yeah. If you're trying to spend time on your own and all you're doing is looking at social media and seeing what everybody else is doing, then doesn't count.
Yeah, and that doesn't bring you happiness. Does it, Will?
No, it doesn't.
But Billy, I'm sure you're great company, whoever you are with. Thank you for your problem.
Thanks, Billy.
Another problem. Discussed.
Another one.
Another problem discussed. Right, listen, if you have a problem you'd like us to talk about here on the Hayley and Will show this morning, then get involved. If you got a satsuma in your hand,
I was going to eat it before the start of the show, and now it's just here
Christmas
on my desk.
Day. It's Christmas Day.
It's because I need something to fiddle with. I'm gonna pick up this pen.
Yeah, I always do that. I've got something in my hand right now. I'm terrible. When those fidget spinners come in, I was great.
We need. Yeah. I'm going to get Hayley and Allyson show branded fidget spinners with your faces. Right, you know how they have like 3 little things on them?
Yeah, we could have all
our faces on each one and then spin us around.
Amazing.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I would love one of them.
I'm going to write that down.
If you would, write that down. Dragon's Den, go on it. Malachi, join the stream. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. This is the Hayley Will show tomorrow this morning. I'm getting all my words mixed up because our lovely Allyson Smith, she's currently gigging in Paris this weekend. It's all right for some, isn't it?
On Paris.
What? Paris. She is in Paris this weekend, so she will be back on the show Monday, but producer Will is stepping in. And we're talking your problems currently. If you have a problem you'd like us to talk about, discuss, I'm not saying solve, because we don't. Sometimes we make it worse. But if you have something you'd like us to talk about here this morning, get involved. The command to give your device, if you are watching on an Echo show and can see our tired, weary faces this Friday, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us within reason, please. It's a breakfast show. Or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type whatever you'd like to tell us in there. And while you're there, hit the leave a review button. Let us know what you think of the skill set of Backchannel. But now, producer Will, do you have a problem?
I do have a problem. It's from Dan from Michigan.
Yes.
And
hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. Thanks for watching and or listening. Dan said, my neighbor's cat keeps finding its way into my house and making itself comfortable. I'm not necessarily mad about it, but I don't want to be held responsible if something bad happens to it. How do I tell my neighbor to keep it under control?
See, I'd love that because I love animals.
I remember.
I always try and lure them in my house like Hansel and Gretel. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I do too. I want a cat, but I'm not allowed one. So if my neighbour's one came in, there was this story, this thing that went viral on Twitter a couple of months ago about this guy who was looking at his neighbour's house on
Rightmove, on like a property
real estate website. Yeah. And it was just his cat in his neighbour's house, like napping on all of the furniture and everything.
Yeah. Cats are terrible for it. I wouldn't worry, Dan. If it doesn't bother you, you're saying you don't mind it, but you're just worried in case. I would just maybe knock onto your neighbour and say, oh, just so you know, your cat keeps coming in. I'm just making you aware of that. Because, then it's up to them to keep the cat under control, not that you can. How is he getting in, Dan? Have you got a cat flap?
Maybe he's a window open kind of person.
Yeah.
Do you have
window
pets of your
open.
own, Dan? You can't, here to tell us. But,
Yeah, we've loads.
and maybe like don't feed it, because that could be a recipe for disaster. If you don't give
Yeah.
it food, then it won't associate that with you, so maybe it'll turn up less. But yeah, as Hayley said, just like let your neighbor know. Oh, if you ever can't find your cat, Mittens, then it might be in my house.
Mittens.
Yeah,
So
some
what you'd call your cat?
No, but I think that's what Dan's neighbor is called.
My
Their cat.
friend has this problem. She has a cat, and but the neighbour's cats always come through her cat flap because all the time. And like, so she's got like her kitchen where she has the cat food is now like a tapas for cats, because there's just like hundreds of where she's
street
feeding
food.
all of yeah, it's literally like, just come in, help yourself to the buffet.
That's so funny.
There's 7 cats just coming in, and now she's feeding them all. So yeah, Dan, the only thing you can do in that situation, as long as it's not bothering you, if it's bothering you, then you need to find ways to keep the cat out. But if it's not bothering you, you're fine with it, you're just worried about something happening, just make your neighbour aware, and then it's up to them. Then the emphasis is on them. Yeah.
Can I tell you about my latest invention?
Oh, of course, Will.
It's keys for cats.
Okay.
So it's like a cat flap, but it's got a key.
Okay.
So that then only your cat can let itself in.
But you do know that cats don't have opposable thumbs, don't you?
Well, that sounds like a them problem. It's not
So
my
how
fault,
are you how are they gonna use the key?
I don't know. With the
All I'm saying is this wasn't wash on Shark Tank. If you, they'd be like, I'm
wash.
out. Apparently they do have that now. Yeah, they have little devices in their collars that coordinate with the cat flap to just only let them in.
Like
They
an
do
automatic
exist.
cat flap. It goes bzzz if it knows that it's your cat.
Yeah, they have like special collars with a chip in, and then if they go through they do exist. They are a real thing.
I'll cross it off my Shark Tank list.
I think people just like having other people's cats in their houses.
I do. I wish a cat would make itself in mine.
Yeah, it is so cheeky though, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for your problem, Dan. I hope you sort that out. And finally, one more problem for today. By the way, if you have a problem you'd like us to read in the week, then get involved with the show. The command to give your device, if you are watching on an Echo show and can see my log cabin background, is the word say followed by your problem, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone or device. You can type it in there. You can also email us. What another way of getting in touch? Yes, hello@backchannel.tv, but make sure you put Hayley and Allyson in the subject title. Otherwise, they'll be like, why are we getting emails about people's posture problems? It's for us. I've got terrible posture. I told you that, didn't I? When I was on stage once, someone come up to me and said, I've got a droopy lowest. I'd listened to this. I haven't told you this before. They came up to me, they're like, do you know? Right. Not like I enjoyed your set. I enjoyed your jokes.
I thought that was really funny.
You've got a droopy lower scapula. I was like, well,
what?
That doesn't sound good. Something to do with my shoulder blade. And I was like, well, that's lovely that you were too busy watching my posture than listening to me.
One of the creepiest things... Kitty cat just joined the stream.
Hello.
Hi, Kitty
What's
cat.
one of the creepiest things?
I was like having a little spoon with this boy that I was seeing at the time, and it was like quite late, like we were about to go to sleep. He goes, "Will, you've got really nice bones."
Oh my days.
He was like an X-ray technician professionally. He was an X-ray tech, and he was like, "Will, you've got really nice bones." I was
that's
like,
not what you want to hear, is it?
I hope I wake up tomorrow. Yeah, like that would be like, if he said, Will, you've got a really strong jawline or really nice cheekbones, like that's one thing.
Nice boat. He sounds like someone that's going to be in a Netflix documentary in a few years' time, doesn't he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look out for that one when you're getting interviewed by past lovers. Yes, if you have a problem and you would like us to solve, such as your partner said you've got nice bones, go to backchannel.tv on your phone as well. You can get involved that way. But one more problem today, and the problem is from Laura in Mississippi. How do you spell Mississippi, Will?
No idea. Miss.
No, you're already wrong. You're already wrong. But there you go. Hi, Laura from Mississippi said, I have 242 unread WhatsApp messages. How long is too long to leave someone on unread? Now, Laura, a few questions. The 242 unread WhatsApp messages are not just from one person, are they? If it's like, Mum, where are you? Where are you?
Are you okay?
You. Yeah. Then you need to answer them soon. I couldn't stand that, Laura. I hate having messages unread on my phone and like emails. Oh no, I've got to always have it clear.
I can't see if the little balloon's there, it makes me mad. I can't look at it.
Yeah, so it's up to you, Laura, isn't it? You can, if you don't want to reply, you don't have to reply. It's entirely up to your discretion. Doesn't matter how it makes other people feel.
I think 20 minutes is too long to leave someone on unread.
Really?
I reply embarrassingly quickly.
Yeah, you do actually.
Because-
I've noticed that. I haven't even finished sending it and I've got a reply off you. I'm like, what?
What happens is that somebody will text me and I'll reply so quickly that they don't even get the notification that I've replied, so that they think that I haven't. Do you know what I mean? Like
I think you need to get
It's because
hobbies.
I always have my phone in my hand, or it comes through to my watch, and there's no excuses.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You can't get away from it. Your watch is on, your phone is on. I'm the same. And if I accidentally read it, then I think, oh, they're gonna know I've read it, so I need to reply. That's the worst, when you accidentally click one open and you're like, oh, it's done the blue ticks now. They're gonna know I've read it. Or they can see I'm online, they're gonna know. So you've got to respond straight away. But I hate that pressure of it. And I actually, fair play to you, Laura, for succumbing to that pressure. 242 unread. Oh, it's making me shiver.
How many do you have? None.
Now?
Do you have none?
Unread?
I
No.
have one unread WhatsApp, which is from Monday, and I have 5 unread Instagram notifications. One's from a week ago, one's from 6 days ago, the other one's from 3 days ago, and the other one's from 15 minutes ago, which was at the start of this show.
Well, someone's popular, aren't they?
They're all from clients.
Yeah, there we go. Laura, you do you, Laura. Thank you for joining us. If you are, this is the Hayley and Will show today, because our lovely Allyson is currently in Paris doing some comedy gigs over there. I can see Vinny has joined the stream. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We are here till 8 a.m. this morning, but it's not just about us, Will, because there are shows here all day.
There are?
Backchannel. They are. Because coming up after ourselves today is the wonderful Liv Harrison with her show Live Every Day. She's here 8 till 10. At 10 till 12 is the Jam and Renee show. At 12 till 2, Anthony Davis is here. At 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick with his show Your Pal Hal. And at 4 till 6, Mario Smith is here. There's 12 hours of content for you to interact with. And do make sure you say hello, drop in. You can tell us whatever you would like within reason. Breakfast show, we don't have to call the police. But within reason, say hello. Let us know what you've had for your breakfast. If you've got any questions for me and producer Will, like, Will, do you think orange suits you? You can say things like that. Because if you don't get involved, then we are literally 2 tired people talking for 2 hours. Play the jingle.
2 tired women talking for 2 hours.
Yes, get involved with the show this morning. Say hello, let us know where you are in the world. But now, Will, should we play our first game of the show?
I think we should. We're 32 minutes, so we've not had a game yet.
Well, let's change that, Will, because now it is time for the 1-star TV show review. So what happens in this segment, it's a staple every day here on the Hayley and Allyson show, is producer Will goes through the old IMDb and he picks a TV show or a film. Are you just pointing at your own name?
I'm trying to. I've never had one of these before. It's quite a lot of fun.
It's okay. Very professional for someone who got first in radio.
Carry on, as you were.
I've never had my badge here. No, sorry, Will. So, the 1-star TV show today. Producer Will has gone through IMDb and he's looked at reviews that people have left online. The things these reviews all have in common is they've all left this particular TV show a 1-star review. They've hated it that much. They've gone, do you know what? I'm going to go online and tell everyone else how much I hated it, because they've not got much going on in their lives. They've all left this TV show today a 1-star review. Doesn't mean it's a bad TV show. Oh, no. It just means this particular set of people on the internet don't like it. Listen, there's something for everyone. I like the film Grease too. People absolutely hate that. I'd give it 5 stars. Some people would give it 0 if they could. So don't think it's necessarily bad just because these people have given it 1 star. There's someone out there who doesn't like The Sopranos. I know. So here we go. We're going to read out 5 different reviews, taking it in turns. The thing these reviews, like I say, all have in common is that the people have left this particular TV show 1 stars. Now, if you think at any point, I know what they're talking about, then make a guess. It costs nothing to make a guess. It's just a fun game, and that's because there is no prize. So guess away. Guess as many times as you want. You can do that. Steve has said good morning. Hi, Steve.
Hi,
Lovely
Steve.
to see you. Virtually, Steve. Don't worry, we can't actually see you.
Can't actually see you.
I'm very wary of saying that because, like, my mum thinks like the Alexa can see everything she's doing, and I'm like, and even if they could, Pauline, they won't want to watch you sat on the sofa just eating crisps all night. Anyway, good morning. Hi, Steve. let's take it away. Producer will you read out the first review? So just bear in mind, this is a TV show that someone's left a review for online. What is the TV show? That's all we want. We want the name of the TV show. Make a guess at any point. The ways to make a guess, the command to give your device, like Steve has just done, is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to guess. Or go to backchannel.tv if you are on an audio-only device. Or if you're on YouTube, you can type in the box below. Producer Will. Review number 1, please.
Here we go. This is the first review. Well-rounded. She's completely ditching her kids. She's like the worst mother ever. So excuse me while I object to her ever being well-rounded. I do enjoy the show in fleeting moments of humour here and there. Most of it is contrived and hack, but still gets a chuckle. The bulk of this is daytime soap opera garbage at this point. People want a lot of stand-up acts, and some show blended in. The folks here confused this and made a soap opera with some stand-up for 5 minutes every other episode.
Do you think you know what the TV show is that this particular person online left a 1-star review? Let us know now. Make a guess. Clues from that. They saying she's a mother who left her children. It's sort of similar to a soap opera with some stand-up. Do you think you know what the TV show is? You can make a guess now. The command to give your device if you're watching on an Echo show and can see 2 visions of beauty. You're probably watching the wrong show. But go to, that's all you need to do is the word say. So the command is the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device. Make a guess. Let us know. We are reading out 1-star reviews that people have left online for a specific TV show. But what's a TV show? Make a guess. It costs nothing to guess because there is no prize. Okay, I'm going to read out another review now that someone else has left this TV show online. Make a guess at any point if you know what the TV show is. Do you want to click any louder there, Will?
Yeah, I do. Is that okay?
Do it again.
Sorry, usually I'm not here. I'm not here when I'm clicking. Everything that happens is very loud. I have a loud keyboard.
It's really loud. Do you know what I like watching at the minute? Sorry, you just reminded me of that clicking. I like, because I've got a lot of back pain and shoulder pain, I like watching those videos of people's spines getting... Do you watch them?
Yeah. They come up on my...
I love them.
You might not hear about it, Hayley, because you're ancient. But there's an app called TikTok, and I get loads of
chiropractor ones.
Chiropractors. Like, they're like raw... And there's some where you think he snapped a neck.
Yeah. I love them. I genuinely want to, when next time I go to LA, save up to go to this specific man. He's so great. Anyway.
Where do you stand on pimple popping videos?
No, not for me.
Not for you?
Not for me. No.
But back cracking's okay?
Back cracking's brilliant. I just feel a release just from watching them. I'm of a certain age now, like I have to sleep with an orthopedic pillow. So just the thought of someone going, like, twisting my body like bubble wrap. Oh. If you're a chiropractor and you'd like to fly to the UK to do that, get in touch.
If you want to literally walk all over Hayley.
I do. I can't wait till my daughters are old enough to stand on my back. Anyway, we're talking about the 1-star movie review game. I digress. I'm going to read out a review that someone has left online for a TV show. They've given this TV show 1 star out of 5. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means they don't like it. But what is the TV show? Make a guess at any point. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. Type your answer in there. So here you go. Another review. I lived through the 50s and 60s. I am just appalled at the lifestyles being led by these people. My family is of a similar social class and the same religion. My father was in business and was totally honest. My mother had stopped working and fully supported my father and donated her time for charitable works. This tells you nothing about the show. It just tells them about their family history.
This review
why have you left this review in, Will? I don't think they've actually reviewed the show.
This could just be a story about somebody's life, couldn't it?
It is.
But if we take what's written in the review and apply it to the context of the game, then we might know that this show is set in the 50s and 60s. Okay.
Do you want to make a guess? Make a guess. The command to give your... I was not around in the 50s. You cheeky scamp.
No.
It was the 40s and 30s.
Sorry,
listen,
dear.
Get involved with the show. If you know what the TV show is from that review, I mean, I I'd be flabbergasted if you did. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. I can see Travis has joined the stream. Good morning, Travis. This is the Hayley and Will show this morning. Lovely Allyson is in Paris eating all of the cheese this weekend. All of the cheese. I told her to bring me some back. Can you smuggle cheese? You can bring... It's Australia where you can't bring food back, isn't it?
But I don't... yeah. You can't from Australia. I don't know if you can from Paris. Gouda.
We'll find out when she gets
Brie.
arrested Monday for bringing back Brie. Steve says, happy days. Always making a guess of happy days. I thought you were going happy days. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Happy days. We'll let you know very shortly, Steve. Thank you for making a guess. Producer Will, read out one more review for us.
Okay, yes, Hayley.
Oh, no. Yeah. This is a review, by the way, that someone has left online. An actual real person has left online for a TV show. They've left it a 1-star review. What is a TV show? If, like Steve, you'd like to make a guess, then do so. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Will.
Okay, here's another 1-star review for this TV show. It suffers from a glaring lack of attention to detail. And just reading its goofs on IMDb doesn't begin to cover it. I mean, come on. The dialogue alone. Yada 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 from Seinfeld, really? And the characterization. The same woman who showed her breasts after getting drunk in a 50s nightclub has to say, we spent the night, to her gritty New York manager regarding her husband's return. I like to think viewers are smarter than this show gives them credit for.
Now, there's a clue in there, Steve. I think that it's not Happy Days.
Doesn't sound pretty happy to me.
I mean, they wouldn't also show certain elements of a woman's anatomy on Happy Days as well. You barely saw the inside of the restaurant. But if you'd like to make another guess, do so. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. This is how bad my posture is. I'm constantly... It's not good to watch on an Echo show, is it? Right.
So, the things we know so far about this TV show...
Yes.
It's not loads. I've made it quite hard today.
It's a mum. She's a mother. It's set in the 50s.
Yeah. In a
Possible
nightclub.
elements of stand-up.
Yeah. Could be funny.
What could it be? Make a guess. Let us know. I'll read out one more review. Doug is back with us. Thanks, Doug. We are going to do Doug's riddle, by the way, after the news. If you are a new listener of the show, like I can see Steve and Nelson are, thank you for joining us. Doug is a regular. He's been here from the start watching us, and he's decided, you know what? I'm going to give myself a section of the show. Yeah. And you know what? We are struggling for content, so we were like, do that, Doug. You can do that. So later in the show...
Sorry, I'm just going to pick my nose a bit.
Wiping your nose on a napkin. Listen, that is why people keep coming back every day here for this sort of level of professionalism.
We miss Allyson.
We do miss Allyson. So here we go. One more review. 1-star review. I'm going to read it out now. What is the TV show? Make a guess. Nelson has joined. Hi, Nelson. I think you're trying to get in touch there. Good morning. So here we go. Another review. TV show. What's a TV show? The show went from a strong woman juggling powerful issues to a woman whose morals are abandon kids, acts like a kid, talks like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, sleeping with doctors all week, getting mad at your ex for taking care of the kids while at work because you want to sit at home with daddy and mommy. The supporting cast, directors and set designers saved this show completely. I understand that the finale answers all the changes in one scene, though it wasted an entire season just to vaguely say, if I'm going to be famous, I can't be a housewife. What is the TV show? What is it? Big clue. Myself and Allyson are stand-up comics. This could have some relation to stand-up comedy. What could it be? A mum who wants to work. She doesn't want to stay at home. That was quite controversial in the 50s. Mm-hmm. Get in touch. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. I'll give you a few more clues. Doug has guessed, is it American Dad? I will let you know very shortly, Doug. A few more clues. It first aired in 2017. It has won 20 Emmys, so people like it. I don't know why these people don't. And it starred, massive clues now, basically telling you what it is. It starred Rachel Brosnahan, Alex Brostein, Michael Segan, and there are 26 episodes. 26? Yeah. And it's about a housewife in the 1958 who decided to become a stand-up comic. Come on! What's the show? The command. What could it be? The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv.
It gets
What you Googling
8.7. It gets 8.7 on IMDb.
Now, I'm
It's
going to be
really
honest
high.
with you. Yeah, I've never seen this, and everyone is like, "How can you not have seen it?" Because it's about your profession. I've never seen it.
But do you want to watch TV shows that are about your profession?
No, try to
I don't
avoid
think
it.
I want to watch shows about being whatever I do for a living.
Greg has joined the stream. Good morning. Okay. Greg, thanks for joining us. This is the Hayley and Will show this morning. It's our lovely Allyson is currently in Paris. We're playing the one-star TV show review game even. I'm going to let you know now what the answer was. Thank you, Steve, for guessing. Steve initially said Happy Days. Doug guessed, is it American Dad? I can tell you that the TV show we are talking about that people left bad reviews for online is surprising because it got very, very high on IMDb. Was the marvellous Mrs. Maisel.
I like it. I've seen it. I've watched the first 2 seasons and I thought it was great.
Yeah. Apparently it's really good. I've had lots of people recommended it. So there you go. Thank you for playing. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Doug, for making your guesses. We do their one-star review every day. Get back in touch. But now it is time for the news stories, Producer Will. Is that the jingle?
That was the news jingle.
Lovely. No expense. Newsy. Literally no expense spared on this show. Not a penny. So we're going to talk about the news stories from around the world that are a little bit different, a little bit interesting this morning. We're not talking about what's actually happening in the world. We're talking about the weird stories. If you have a weird story you'd like us to chat about, then get in touch. If you live in a small community and you think this was made front page news, let us know. Thank you to Amina, who's just joined the stream. We are the Hayley and Will show this morning, talking about news stories. And here you go, Will. So, story in UPI.com, right? Okay, about a boat, a trailer, and a pickup truck which ended up in a Tennessee lake during a launch attempt. So, authorities in Tennessee said a fisherman attempting to launch his boat from a ramp ended up with his boat, his trailer, and his pickup truck immersed in water.
Oh no!
Which is not what you want, is it? The thing that's meant to rescue you from the water, in the water with you. Apparently, his man was attempting to launch his boat Tuesday morning, and when disaster struck, he didn't realise the boat ramp had a huge drop-off, and he accidentally submerged his back tyre into the water, and just everything went in. Everything went in. So they had to a towing company had to come out and rescue his boat, his truck, and his...
Here's a picture, and if you're watching on an Echo show, you can see it. If you can't, what it is, it's taken from the top of the launch ramp, and it's of the lake in the distance, and you can just see the hood of this guy's truck poking up out of the water after it's clearly rolled backwards into it. And there's a winch line. Is that what it's called? Like a winch attached to the front of it so they can pull it out. It feels like something from a cartoon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it just all spirals out of control and you end up with your truck in the water.
Yeah, it's always I can imagine doing that myself, with something just that's what's meant to help me get out is now in the water with me.
Yeah.
But apparently they couldn't get the car back, I don't think. They think the car's still submerged somewhere.
Oh dear.
Underwater.
You gotta be careful. Have you seen those videos where they launch big boats though, and they just shove them? Basically, you would think that if you're launching a boat into the water, you just lower it down gently.
I don't like being in the water, to be honest with you. Have you ever done we took our daughter on one of those pedal boats, and I was scared enough doing that because I think it's just going to tip. It's going to tip.
Do you not have sea legs?
We went to a place called Morro Bay in California when myself and partner, this is pre-child, and we went on little canoes out in Morro Bay. Lovely place, very, very pretty. Recently, my partner was like, "Did you see about the shark attack happen where we were?" And I was like, "Oh my God."
What? Tell me that.
Yeah.
We went to the Hoover Dam, and you can go on one of those paddle boats.
Yes.
You know, they fit 100 people on them, and they take you
100
around.
people on a paddle boat? Oh. Not you paddling it. Okay, I was going to say that's a lot of weight, isn't it? 100 people.
Not a pedal boat.
Okay.
Yeah, a paddle boat. It's got I would call them flippers at the back.
I'm with you.
Welcome to the conversation, Hayley. And it takes you around the water, and it takes you up to the foot of the dam or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just there enjoying the scenery. I was a teenager, and the captain, he leans out of the window and he goes, "Hey kid, do you want to steer the boat?" I was like, yeah. So he just let me in charge of this boat whilst he like went to the bathroom or whatever. I was like, I don't think I'm
I don't
qualified to
think
do
you
this.
I don't think he did actually leave you. It probably
No,
was
he
on
did,
someone else.
Hayley.
He didn't. Will. How old were you?
Like 13.
Yeah, he definitely didn't leave you while he went to the toilet or had a
I
cigarette.
was the captain. I was the captain then.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for joining us. If you are, this is Will's Delusions this morning here on the Hayley and Will Show here till 8 a.m.
If you've got any good boat stories,
Oh,
get in touch.
let us know. We're going to need a bigger storyline. Producer Will, have you got a story for us about a British Airways aircraft?
Speaking of methods of transport,
Yo, smooth, Will, smooth.
that's why I got my first. I got first, by the way.
Did you actually haven't really mentioned it?
This is a story about someone who bought a British Airlines aeroplane for £1, and they turned it into a party plane.
Where do you buy a plane for £1 from? eBay?
Great question. Don't know.
Yeah.
Is the answer to that
They
question?
They turned a plane, basically. They bought a plane probably at an auction because obviously it can't fly anymore. There's nothing you can do with it. They're huge.
It's like
what you
a
have to pay to
big
keep
plane,
it
like
somewhere.
a 747.
Mm-hmm.
They paid £1 for it, and then they renovated, like it doesn't fly, and then they renovated it into a nightclub. The renovation cost £500,000, which is like what? $800,000? Like
Yeah.
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But what they've done, they've cleared all the seats out. So they've made it into like a nightclub. So all the seats on the plane are no longer in there. It's huge. They've got like a DJ deck at the back. Can you get the picture up?
Yeah.
Producer Will, if people are watching on an Echo show. And it's like they've completely renovated. Now, apparently, to rent this plane /club out for an hour. Obviously, it's a static place. You can't go anywhere. But it's £1,000 an hour to rent it out. That's it is.
So much. But I bet somebody would do it though.
Yeah, 100%. And that at the back is that's where the seats would have been in the middle there. You can see the little airplane windows.
So it's still got the windows in, and they've put up some like tall tables with some nice looking stools and stuff. And it looks so much wider because obviously they've taken like 2 or 3 rows of seats out. It looks massive.
Yep. So if you fancy a visit to that nightclub, you can hire it out for £1,000 an hour. I mean, for £1,000 an hour, I would fly myself out to Ibiza and just go to a
and
nightclub.
just go to a party, just go to a nightclub,
and have
Anywhere.
money for drinks.
Yeah.
But there you go. But they bought it for £1. It's amazing what you can do. But obviously, they're going to have to pay money to like have somewhere to hold it because you can't just buy a plane and have it on your yard. The council will get involved.
I want to know what the
weirdest
outside
nightclub you've been to? Lots of nightclubs now have themes. If you've been to a strange themed place or restaurant, let us know here on the Hayley and Will Show. Get in touch. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.com.
There's a
.tv even.
Yeah, .tv. There's a place, I think they're a chain, it was called Red Hot World Buffet here in the UK.
Yes.
And at the time we thought it was amazing, but looking back now, it was really bad. And you had to walk through like a fake aeroplane, what's it called?
Airport?
No, like the
that
middle bit
fake
of an aeroplane
rabbit?
where you
What's
sit.
that?
I don't know.
Aisle.
Yeah, sure. You had to walk through a fake aisle, and then the punchline is that they had like food from all over the world, but all of it was just rubbish.
Yeah, they're not the best chain, but keep supporting them if you like that sort of food. There was a one in the UK, and I think they had this in an episode of Sex and the City once, but they had a similar club where it was all beds. But it's really like they've still got some now. It's not called that anymore, but they've still got these beds and they're really rank because they haven't been changed in a long time. So they really do. It's like staying in the worst B&B ever. But instead of chairs, there's just beds everywhere. In this particular club. If you've been to like a themed restaurant or a themed hotel, let us know. I've paid a lot of money. It's my daughter's birthday next week. Yeah. So I'm not going to be here for like one of the days, but we're going away to like there's a TV show, a kids TV show called In the Night Garden, and they have like a In the Night Garden themed hotel, and it's so extortionate just to have a character painted on a wall. I'm keeping the receipt to show my daughter when she's old enough. So I'm going to frame it and put it in a bedroom actually and say
when she turns 18. This is what we
paid
did
for this hotel. A lot of money.
Maybe for when she's older, an In the Night Garden themed nightclub.
Oh yeah, Maybe she won't be into it by then, hopefully. We're talking news stories, believe it or not, this morning on the Hayley and Will show. If you have a story you'd like to discuss, or if you've visited a theme restaurant, I love theme places, so let us know. There's like a themed, Camelot themed places in the Orlando where they're like the jousting and all of that. You can go.
Yeah.
Let us know. Get in touch. But then we're talking news stories currently, and a family in Idaho were doing a renovation. They bought a home. They're doing a renovation of the home. They removed some of the wallpaper and found a whole wall covered in baseball cards. Now, I'd be like, oh, baseball cards, money, money, money. But these weren't worth anything, unfortunately. No. It's just that the owner, before their son, they had spare baseball cards. They stuck them all up on permanent glue. They can't get them down. You're gonna have to take the whole wall down because they literally can't do anything with them. I don't know if it's possible to get a picture up. 1,600 baseball cards are on this wall from the 1970s and 80s. So they found out through the estate agent who owned the place before, just to let them know we found all these. So it's the son of the original owners. And they said in the late 80s, I was obsessed with baseball. We just decided we're going to wallpaper one of the walls with excess baseball cards. So the cards aren't worth anything, unfortunately. But now they're stuck with a baseball wall. They've asked anyone online if they want the wall because they've done it in this like super hard glue. They're gonna have to take that element of the wall down. So if you're interested, get in touch. Let them know. You're trying to get a picture up, Will.
Yeah. You'd be mad, wouldn't you, if you and then because it's gonna cost money to take it down.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a whole wall of baseball cards there. That's what they found under the wallpaper. And like you say, they literally can't get it down. It's like really strong glue. So they're going to have to take the whole wall down. That's not a very well fitted mask, is it? It's really hard to wear a mask when you've got a beard. Anyway, if you would like a wall full of baseball cards, get in touch with this particular
If you've got any extreme interior design ideas, like a wall full of baseball cards.
Or if you've found something, if you've ever bought a property and found something in there and you're like, what is this? So when we first moved, listen to this. When we first moved into this house, we've been here a while now, in the shower was like a ring just like stuck in the side of the shower, but not a nice ring, like horrible, ugly, old-fashioned ring. Like
no, what? Yeah. Like cursed?
Like well, that's what I was like. We're gonna have to bury that in the garden.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen to this bathroom. Awful.
My granddad used to be a painter and decorator, and he would always write like Brian was here 1995 on it, so that they knew the last time that it got like decorated or whatever.
Oh, so like
if you take the wallpaper off, you could see like Brian.
Okay, that's not bad. I thought you were going to say like to shame them that they need to decorate.
Maybe.
Thanks, Producer Will. Hey, Producer Will, have you got a story you can discuss about the Super Bowl?
I have actually.
Thanks, Will.
I'm gonna do this one on my own. Thanks, Hayley. So as we know, Super Bowl coming up, and what they've done is they asked a hippo to tell them who's gonna win the Super Bowl, because why wouldn't you? This is in Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Gardens. They've got this hippo. It's called Fiona, and apparently Fiona the hippo is really good at like predicting stuff, figuring out what's gonna happen. So they asked her who's gonna win the Super Bowl, the Bengals or the Rams, and Fiona picked the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. So I'm not saying place a bet. I'm not saying stake any money on what this hippo said. But if you trust Fiona and the Cincinnati Zoo, then she's the one to go off. I just wonder kind of what authority Fiona the hippo has on making predictions like this. And it reminds me of this woman. She's in the UK. And instead of using a hippo, she uses asparagus to predict things. She's called Gemma. She's 65, and she claims to be able to predict the future by just throwing spears of asparagus into the air, and based on the way that they land, she's able to interpret certain things about the future or certain things that are going to happen. So supposedly over the years, she's predicted Brexit, like Britain leaving the EU. She's predicted Boris Johnson becoming Prime Minister. She predicted Harry and Meghan Markle's move to California and leaving the royal family and stuff. So, she makes all kinds of predictions, like who's going to win the football tournament, who's going to win the Premier League. So yeah, Jemima, she's the one I want to know. I think I might ask her if she wants to come on the show. And ask her, is producer Will gonna find a boyfriend? Is Hayley ever going to, I don't know,
reappear?
Something? Yeah.
Do you know what though? Part of me wants to put money on them to win now.
On the Bengals to see.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Fiona's track record.
Yeah, we need to. Well, there's a 50-50 chance of her getting it right or getting it wrong. Do you know?
I mean, they're either going to win or they won't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like, oh, that was one. If you pick the lottery numbers, I'd be more impressed.
Yeah.
But there you go. Maybe I should do that. I let my daughter sometimes with the lottery. Just you can do it on your phone now. I just go, just tap the phone, and then I thought that'd be a nice story. Mummy's showing you how to gamble. You're not even two.
I won £5.
What are you going to spend it on? What are you going to spend it on?
Well, so I bought 2 scratch-offs, scratch cards.
Not a good advertisement, are we?
I'm not promoting it, but I did win £5, and I spent it on more scratch cards, and I won nothing.
There you go. That's what happens, doesn't it? Thank you for joining us. If you are, can see Greg has joined the stream. We are here till 8 a.m. It's the Hayley and Will show this morning because our lovely Allyson is in France doing some stand-up comedy work. I'm not jealous at all. I'm in Manchester, the UK.
Talk to me.
You enjoy France, Allyson. But listen, we've got loads coming up. Should I tell you what's coming up in the next hour? We're here for another hour, Will.
Please, could you tell me all about it?
I will. Thank you for asking. Because coming up in the next hour, I'm going to move my head a little bit more. It's time for Doug's Riddle. Doug, if you're there, get ready because your riddle is coming. We're going to do Producer Will's Quiz of the Week. We're going to do his little segment called Well, It's Been Quite the Week, where we discuss the funniest videos and memes. And as always, we end the show in a game of competitive true or false. That's all coming up right here. Don't move. Stay seated.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
That's me. I'm producer
Yes,
Will.
that is coming up right now. But Doug, if you are still with us, if you are a new listener of the show, hello, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it. But Doug is a regular listener of the show, and Doug has decided, do you know what? I'm going to insert myself into a section of the show, and I'm going to give you a riddle every single day. And we're here for the content. We have 2 hours to fill. If you don't get in touch, it's just literally 2 tired people talking for 2 hours. So, Doug, we will do your riddle. Doug sent us a riddle in earlier. If you know Doug's riddle at home, make a guess. The way to do so, the command to give your device, if you're watching on an Echo show and can see me waving with 2 hands, is the word say. So you'd say the name of your device. I can't say a name because she talks. The name of your device, the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio only Echo, I can see Kevin has just joined the stream. If you go to backchannel.tv, you can type your guess in there, get involved, say hello. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. So Doug's riddle. Regular listener of the show, Doug has sent this riddle through. I am bought by the yard and worn by the foot.
And worn by the foot, I think it's probably supposed to be.
Okay. I am bought by the yard and worn by the foot. What am I? Do you know? Let us know if you know the answer to Doug's riddle. Doug, if you're still with us, let us know the answer and we can tell people if they're right. I am bought by the yard and worn by the foot.
My first and kind of really only thought is shoelaces. But you don't buy a yard of shoelaces, do you?
I don't think you do. And if you did, you'd have to be a giant. Maybe basketball players do.
How many yards
these by the yard
are in a foot?
No idea. Doug is with us. He
shoelaces.
says, not shoelaces. Not shoelaces.
Bought by the yard. Maybe it doesn't mean like a yard of... Maybe it doesn't mean like measurement. Maybe it means yard as in like garden. And bought by the yard. Could be. Is it sneakers, Doug? Is it sneakers?
If you know the answer to Doug's riddle, make a guess. It costs nothing to guess because there is no prize. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. Doug has said it's nothing to do with sneakers, Will. You are completely along the wrong track. Shall we ask for the answer? Steve, if you're still with us, do you know the answer to Doug's riddle? Greg, do you have any idea?
I'm
I am
usually-
bought by the yard and worn by the foot.
I'm usually quite good at these, but you've stumped me today, Doug.
Doug,
It's the added pressure of having to co-host. Usually when I'm just in the background, I can get them,
you
but...
can get it straight away. Let us know while I take a drink out of my Hayley, Allyson and producer Will mug. Not available from anywhere to buy because no one wants them.
You know. Bought by the other, worn by the foot. Is it... I don't know. Is it trees?
Okay, Doug has let us know the answer, which is what producer Will's reaction is. The answer is carpet. Carpet, of course it is. I am bought by the yard and worn by the foot.
Yeah.
The answer
worn
is
as in worn.
Yep, there we go.
Wow.
Thank you,
That
Doug,
was a good
for
riddle,
your
Doug.
riddle. Well done, Doug. He's given us a riddle of the day. But now it is time to get involved for producer Will's Quiz of the Week.
Producer Will's Quiz of the Week.
So all week, producer Will, we've been talking about, if you're a regular listener of the show, this will be one for you because it's a memory test. It's things we've discussed in the week that producer Will's going to ask us again. Now, if you are a first-time listener of the show or you haven't listened all the week, obviously we don't expect you to, of course, but you could just make a guess if you know the answer. You might know the answer. A lot of them are very common questions. Get involved. Let us know what you think. It's a fun little game to wake us up this morning. Producer Will, give us a question.
On Monday... What
Yes.
instrument did we learn that Halle Berry could play?
Okay. Now, I know the answer to this. Definitely do. I remember it. But if you think you know what instrument Halle Berry plays, let us know. Or if you want to make a guess, and you think, I think I'll just make a guess.
Cast your mind back to
know.
Monday's show.
I know.
What?
I remember.
Because we had a conversation about it.
Yeah, that's why I remember. But if you think you know or would like to make a guess at what instrument Halle Berry plays, do so. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone.
Backchannel.tv. What instrument? Can you play any instrument, Hayley?
I can play. No, I can't. You know, I used to play the cornet on a trumpet very, very badly.
Yeah.
And I can play about 3 different. I can play Frere Jacques on the keyboard, and that's about it. Doug has guessed violin. I can let you know. I know what the answer is, Doug. So I remember it from Monday. And I can tell you that Halle Berry plays the flute. That's right, isn't it?
Halle Berry does play the flute, yeah. I don't know if she's any good at it.
Yeah, she might just be very bad. But I only remember it because it was the first question. I can't get the sound effects off.
It's fine, it'll stop.
Professional. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Doug said violin. Yeah, she plays the flute, Doug. Isn't it? Actually, not only is she beautiful and talented, she can play the flute as well. I mean, what's not to love? And because I remember that because we had a discussion because Allyson was like, well, you know, Lizzo plays the flute as well. She gets it out. And I was like, oh, I didn't know
What
that.
is it about all of these people who can play the flute?
I know.
Maybe we should
Talented
learn.
people.
Let's
Talented
start a
people with more
band.
talents. No, let's not. Let's really not.
That
We can
would be like
barely
a-
hold a show together, let alone a concert, Will.
Like a travelling trio. You can play brass. Allyson
Why-
strikes
She
because
can
of the
sing.
trumpet. Yeah, she has to play an instrument as well, though.
She can do the drum, bass drum.
Yeah, okay, and I'll play the triangle.
There we go. What a
Ding.
great band that is. A bass drum, some cornet, and a triangle. Sounds amazing. Producer Will's Quiz of the Week. Give us another question, Will.
How much did the world's largest cake pop weigh?
Oosh. If you've just joined us, we're playing Producer Will's Quiz of the Week. We are doing questions that we've sort of discussed during the week, but my memory's quite bad. I forget them. But if you would like to make a guess, do so. What was the question again, Will?
How much did the world's largest cake pop weigh? So earlier in the week, we covered a story about some people on TikTok who broke the world record for making the world's largest cake pop. It was on a stick and everything. They covered it in sprinkles. But how much did it weigh?
If you would like to make a guess, do so. It costs nothing to guess because there is no prize. It's just for fun. The command to give your device if you'd like to make a guess or if you are currently holding the world's largest cake pop and you think this is heavy.
You're still
it's
eating
about
it.
£500, then get involved. The command to give your device is the word say if you are watching on an Echo show or if you've joined us and you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can make a guess there. Doug has guessed £5,000.
I'll give you a clue. It's not that much.
Okay. £1,000 is my guess.
Okay. Well, now I feel like it's going to be underwhelming
Okay.
because it's £97.
Ugh. I mean, that's not even as much as me. No,
But if you think about it, a regular cake pop weighs about like 10 grams.
okay. I mean, me and you, Doug, we're way off. We're like, I mean, we may as well have said, how much does a killer whale weigh? And me and Doug are like, yeah, £5,000. But yeah, this is a cake pop. So we're
it's
quite
43
out, Doug.
kilograms, if you wanted to know that.
Listen, Doug, we just made a guess, and that's what the game is about, isn't it? There we go.
It's not about getting it right. It's about taking part.
I mean, it isn't, though, is it? But there we go.
No, it's about getting it right.
It's about getting it right, but
I
well done.
expected better from you.
Thanks for making a guess, Doug. We appreciate it. If you would like to get involved, do so. Otherwise, it's just me and Doug going head to head.
On Tuesday, Hayley,
Yes.
it was, as I'm sure you remember, it was Baked Alaska Day.
Of course I remember. How could I forget?
How could you forget Baked Alaska Day on Tuesday? What are the main ingredients in a Baked Alaska?
Meringue,
Okay.
ice cream.
Anything else?
I can't think. Do you know? Does anyone at home know? Let us know. The command to give your device is the word say.
If you know what the key ingredients of a Baked Alaska are, get in touch.
I know it's meringue and I know it's ice cream. But
Have you ever
know
eaten a
any-
Baked Alaska?
No, I haven't, but they sound delicious.
They do.
When
I
actually,
feel
you know
like
what
I could eat a
really
whole
put me
one.
off? Do you know what put me off meringue? Will.
We'll put you off meringue.
And you'll go mad at this because you are a good cook. I cooked meringue one day. Didn't cook it long enough. Just tasted of egg. Just tasted of egg.
Yeah. Because
Hot egg.
Hot egg. It's my it's what my,
Band name.
yeah.
Doug has guessed. Is it sponge cake Christmas pudding?
Yeah.
Is he right?
It could be sponge bake or Christmas pudding. Yeah. Either of those. Well done, Doug.
Well
Or
done,
ice cream.
Doug.
Yeah, and meringue. The secret to a good meringue is patience. How
So
about you for patience,
patronising.
Hayley?
Not good
Well,
at
it's
all.
not patronising. It
No,
is.
I'm really. My friend Kathy said I'm the most impatient person she's ever met, right? And that's because I went shopping with her and I couldn't. She has to pick up every item in the supermarket, read the back of it, and I'm like, just put it in the trolley. I was getting really impatient.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
I'm the most patient person with my child and with children, but when it comes to anything else, so impatient. I can't I have to skip like the video skip adverts.
Oh yeah. How are you? We're doing a lot of queuing here in Britain. How are you standing in line?
I'm not too bad because I'll just look at my phone. But like,
That's good.
Yeah, I'm impatient with things like
It's because you're a doer. It's because you're always doing something.
Yeah, it is. I've got to be doing something. I've always got to
Yeah.
be, which isn't necessarily good all the time to have your brain constantly on. But there we go. We're playing Producer Will's Quiz of the Week. Producer Will, give us a question. If you would like to answer, get involved.
Earlier in
Come
the
on.
week, we did a news story about a woman who's charging rent, who's charging people to rent a tent on her balcony. How much was the rent?
Oh, okay. It was
Yeah.
expensive. I think it was about
expensive.
500 UK pounds.
Okay.
She was in like Switzerland. Where was she? Zurich or somewhere like that.
Yeah, so it was somewhere in Switzerland, and she was charging people to rent a tent on her balcony. That was it. Not a room in the house. You had access to the house. You could use the kitchen and the bathroom, but your bedroom was a tent on the balcony.
Doug has guessed, is it $500? That's what I was thinking, Doug. 500. Is anyone else like to make a guess? If you are currently renting a tent in Zurich on someone's balcony, you're like, actually, I think you'll find I pay 700 Zurich pounds. Get in touch. The command to give it, if you speak like that, you deserve to live in a tent. But the command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Doug is guessing 500. You were here for that story, weren't you, Doug? I'm guessing that as well. I think it was that because it was ridiculous.
Yeah, you're close. It was $400.
Okay.
$400.
We're very close. Well done.
I'll let you
Doug.
have it. It's like
Thank you.
really expensive camping.
Yeah, I just like now the cost of living is so high that people are going, that's not bad. That's reasonable.
reasonable.
Because
I'll take
the
that.
woman has had inquiries. From what I remember, people were going, oh, I might do that. Madness.
It's
There we
cheaper
go.
than my rent, I think. Which Aries was named one of GQ's 50th best dressed men? I'll give you a clue. This was from one of our Who Am I segments earlier in the week.
I'm
Which
an Aries.
Okay. Well, if you could just tap into your Aries.
I think I know who it was. It is even because
Okay.
it's a gentleman we spoke about earlier in the week, an actor, and he does look very smart all the time, quite buff,
Very handsome.
Yes, I know I think I know what the answer is. But
Okay.
before I say it, because I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let's see if Doug can remember, or if anyone else was with us, or would like to make a guess who was one of GQ's smartest dressed men. Not David Beckham, I can tell you that. He's always on the list, though.
He is always on the list. Very handsome.
He is.
What are some key traits of an Aries? What do we need to look out for in
Bad-tempered.
Aries? Yeah,
Bad-tempered.
impatient.
Yeah, stubborn.
Yeah, oily skin.
Will! That is just cruel.
That's twice in this show I've made a noise. Do you miss Allyson, Hayley?
Yeah, I do really miss her. But, you've got a nose for this, Will, so I'll let her.
I have. You've got a nose for it. Here it is. I've got plenty of it as well.
Do you know what? I think you've got a beautiful nose. I only said that because I know he's
Because you're no self-conscious about it.
Yeah, well, I've got oily skin. It's not oily, actually. It's
Okay.
Good morning. Welcome
listeners,
to the Hayley and Will show. You're still with us. Thank you for sitting.
Well done.
Well done. You deserve a reward. We are playing the Producer Will's Quiz of the Week game. Producer Will, the question was...
It was which Aries was named one of GQ's 50th best dressed men? I can tell you.
Luke Evans.
Luke Evans is the correct answer.
Yes, he was Gaston in Beauty and the Beast in the film remake of that. Welsh actor. Yeah, very good actor. I enjoyed him in Nine Perfect Strangers recently.
Yeah,
hello, thank you for joining us. If you are, this is the Hayley and Will show this morning, as our lovely Allyson is away today. If you'd like to get involved with the show, say hello, drop us a line. Do you have a question about what cosmetics I use? The command to give your device is the word say, or if you are listening on an audio-only echo, go to backchannel.tv. On your phone, on your device. We'll do one more question, Will, before we move on to the next segment of the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Who turned 45 on Wednesday?
A number of people in the world, I'm guessing.
It could be a long list of people now. I'm thinking of one specific person who turned 45 on Wednesday.
Oh,
if you know who you think it was, the command to give to your device is the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by I think it was Jim Smith who turned 45 on Wednesday.
Who's Jim Smith? Just a random person.
But he might have turned 45 on Wednesday.
He probably did. Happy birthday,
If you're
Jim.
Jim Smith and you turned 45 on Wednesday, write to us.
I can't remember. We do a lot of celebrity birthdays. I was going to say Justin Timberlake. I know it was his birthday this week, but I think he's younger than that. I think he's like 42. Doug said he wasn't there that day, so we can't join in with that one.
Okay, I'll give you a clue.
Yes.
It's a woman, and she's famous because a part of her body always tells the truth.
Shakira! Shakira. Hips don't lie. Yes, Shakira. Yeah. She was how old? 45 this
45.
Week. Never ages. Thanks, Producer Will. That was Producer Will's Quiz of the Week. Thank you for taking part, Doug. But now it's time for a new segment of the show, which we started last week, and it's called Well, It's Been Quite the Week.
Well, it's been quite the week.
Producer Will, explain what Well, It's Been Quite the Week is.
Well, it's been quite the week is my opportunity just to talk through some of my favourite things I've seen on the internet this week. Because I think it's fun. Because I want to just talk about funny memes for 15 minutes. I hope that's okay. I hope you can let me do that for you.
Go on, Will. Tell us your favourite meme.
If
you can speak, let us know. The command to give your device is the word stay.
If you tell me about the favourite thing that you've seen on the internet this week, the command to give your device is the word say. This is my favourite tweet that I've seen this week. It's a text. It's a screenshot of a text chain between a son and his mother, and the guy has texted his mum to say, a tweet that I posted went viral today, and his mum said, what does that mean? And he explains that, it means it got a lot of likes and a lot of people saw it, a lot of people are talking about it. And his mum goes, oh my goodness, that's great. What does that mean? Like, what can happen now? and his son was like, "Oh, well, nothing really," and his mum says, "Oh, I thought you were gonna get rich."
No,
But
not of going viral, but there we
mums
bless
don't know
her.
what. Mums don't know.
Although some people have got rich off going viral. If you're like singers, if they've gone viral, then they've got a lot of attention. I know a comedian who went viral, is doing very, very well out of it. But no, not just for making a joke about, I don't know, a certain product. It's not going to get you or anything. Bless her. Bless the boomers. Thank you for joining us. If you are, producer Will is talking us through his favourite memes and favourite things he's seen on the internet this week that we can talk about on a breakfast show. Producer Will, what's next?
I think if I told my mum that I went viral, she would assume that I was sick.
Yeah, you had coronavirus.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, do you need to go to the doctor?" No, mum. Everybody thinks I'm really funny. That's what she would think. Okay, this is my favorite cat video from this week. It's a bit of a cat-heavy show.
Yes.
This is one from Reddit, if it's going to play for me. There's no sound, but you don't need to hear it anyway. It's a video of a woman trying to show off that she can do a handstand. But just as... It's just not going to work for it. Just as she wants to show it off, her cat walks right up to the camera. So you can't see what she's doing anyway.
I love that. I love when animals ruin people's video attempts.
Because you know
always
what?
The best thing.
It's our cat worlds, and we all just live here.
I set a video up once to film myself and my friend, and just like, so I was doing like a fun video throughout the year. I was like, oh, let's do a clip, and my dog just walked through and sat right in front of the camera. Doug has said, yeah, the cats always want to be the centre of attention. Lovely Doug, who's a regular listener, he has cats. What are your cats called, Doug? I'd love to know. Let us know. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by meow. Oh, here we go. If you're watching on an Echo show, it's if the video keeps buffering. We're not having much luck, are we, producer Will? There you go. Just Google it. Just Google woman handstand cat. We can find it there.
You'll find it.
Doug's cats' names are Sophie and Chloe.
Good names. I want a cat, and I want to call it Mozzarella.
It's a bit cheesy.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
For short. No, you did not deserve that.
I didn't deserve that
sound effect.
Thank you for watching. If you are, we're talking about producer Will's. Well, that's been quite the week. We're talking about the things that have happened during the week that have caught Will's eyes on the old internet. Tell us some more, Will.
I saw a great thread this week about signs that you're getting older.
Okay.
What are some clear signs that you're getting older? And it made me realise I've not been asked for my ID in ages. Like, so I think I've gone past the point where people are going to ID me anymore, because I've clearly just got the face of a tired, old, withered man. Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people can tell. They'll look at the circles around your eyes, Will, and they'll be like, "No, he's seen things." I do have really dark circles on my eyes.
Yeah, they're like,
I don't know why.
He's seen things.
Yeah, I've seen enough.
I find it offensive now when they don't ask anymore. Like, you think, all right, just at least look at my face before you click definitely over 25.
Clearly, absolutely ancient.
Yeah.
That's what the button says.
So what are the signs then that you're getting older? I can tell you what mine is. I woke up this week and I'd burst a blood vessel in my eye. That's a definite sign I'm aging.
That was a bad one. Or you're forever telling me about your various aches and pains that you're experiencing.
Yeah, but to be fair, Will, I've been like that since I was your age. My partner was like, "You've 40. Never been." My partner's like, "You've never been physically fit since I met you." I used to have to stop and sit down during a hopscotch game in school, so I've never been physically well. I don't think.
During a hopscotch game. Is it called hopscotch in North America?
Hopscotch is when you jump on like numbers, and then I think it's a very UK game. But let us know, producer Will. What are the signs, according to Reddit, that you're clearly getting older?
There's a lot of people who said when you get given a senior discount without them ask. Again, this comes back to an ID thing. Without ever being asked for ID, they just take one look at you and said, "Yeah, we'll give this guy a
discount,
a senior discount."
If people help you across the road, you're thinking,
"Oh, do you need help? I'm 25. Get your hands off me." Or when you see people, like especially sports people, and they look like children. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When all the professional sports people look like babies. It's the start of the Winter Olympics today, and some of those youngsters, they look like children.
Some of those whippersnappers. It's when you start using words like that.
Oh,
when you start using words like that, man.
Also, they changed what all the emojis mean. That's how I know that I'm old.
You can't change an emoji. That's what it is. Why? What have they changed?
Right. So if you said something
Well, I've been
in-
using them wrong. Now I'm going to find out.
Yeah,
Go on.
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm getting at. They've changed all the Okay, I'm really upset about this. So if you text me something and I responded with the skull emoji,
Yes.
how would you interpret that?
Like you're sick or poisoned or something.
No, it means, oh, that was really funny.
Oh, really? Now
Like-
it means that.
Yeah, now it means
Oh.
that was really funny. Like I laughed so hard that I'm deceased. Or like
Brilliant.
the standing man, just a man standing emoji.
Yeah.
It means, oh, this is really awkward.
I'll be using that one a lot.
Yeah, and
On this
apparently
show.
now nobody uses the laughing with tears of joy emoji.
What
We
do
don't-
they use
apparently-
instead?
The
How
skull
am I meant
emoji.
to know? Oh, really? Okay.
'Cause they've changed
Well, there
them
you
all.
go. I'm learning what they use there. Thanks, Producer Will. That was Producer Will's. Well, it's been quite the week.
I'm gonna play the jingle.
Well, it's been quite the week.
That's one of my
Thank you
favourite
for
jingles
joining
on the
us.
show.
If you are, now it's my favourite part of the show. Let's get into the thick of it because it is time for competitive true or false. Myself and Will are going to go head to head in a game of competitive true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. I hate to lose. If Producer Will loses today, he has to give me his week's wage. And if I lose, I don't give him a thing because I make the rules. That's how it works. That is
Okay.
how it works. Producer Will has the advantage because he does prep the questions for the show.
Yeah.
But if you want to get involved today, do so. I will keep an official score because Allison's not here. I'm getting my pen and paper ready. If you
Okay.
are watching the stream and like, I want to have a game of true or false this morning to wake you up, then do so. The command to give your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show and can see my almost sauna-like background, is the word say followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to Backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there, and also you can hit the leave a review button. Let us know what you think of the skill set. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. Get involved. I'll put you on the score sheet. It costs nothing to make a guess because there is no prize, but you do win our eternal love and gratitude. Because if you don't get involved, it's just me and Producer Will talking for the next half an hour solid. So here we go.
Before we get into true or false, I've
Yes.
got a confession to make.
What do you think I am? A priest? Go on, hit me.
When I put this true or false quiz together, I was watching one of those like deep sea David Attenborough documentaries. So if you notice a bit of a theme in the true or false, that might be why.
I've just looked and it's all sea related,
I mean-
like the Little Mermaid. Okay,
Yeah, when I
then.
said I was watching a deep sea documentary, I was watching The Little Mermaid.
He was.
That's
He
what it
was.
was. I thought it was a documentary, but apparently not.
Look at this place, isn't it neat? Okay, so I best not quote Disney. I'll get fined. So here we go. True or false? Producer Will. Whales have belly buttons, but is that true or is it false? Do whales have belly buttons? Let us know your guess now. If you are watching on an Echo show, say the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, you can get involved by going to Backchannel.tv on your phone. Type your answer in there. Steve has made a guess. He said that's true. Whales have belly buttons. True or false? Producer Will, what are you saying?
I think it's true.
You think it's true as well? Have you been swayed by Steve?
No. I'm swayed by science and knowledge and the fact that they're mammals.
And the fact that you prepped this.
Yeah, and the fact
prep
that I know
this
all the
quiz.
answers. Doug said true as well.
Doug said true. Steve said true. If anyone else would like to make a guess, we'll be doing the reveal very shortly. I'm going to put you down the official score sheet. Sounds professional. It's not a bit of paper. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. If you can see us on an Echo show, or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to Backchannel.tv on your phone or your tablet or whatever it is you use to get the World Wide Web. Doug saying true. Steve saying true. Producer Will saying true. The question was, whales have belly buttons. I can tell you that if you said true, like Doug, like Steve, and like Producer Will, you are all correct. Because
Yay!
it is true, because they're mammals. Apparently all mammals have belly buttons.
That's what I
There we
said.
go.
Because they're both from eggs, aren't they? Okay. Question number 2. Hayley, are you ready?
Yes. Bow, 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 bow. Yes, go for it.
Scientists They're the people with the lab coats. Scientists have discovered a new species in the North Sea called a bone-eating snot flower. Scientists have discovered a new
Sure, that's
species
someone's
in the...
username on a dating website. Go on.
Scientists have discovered a new species in the North Sea called a bone-eating snot flower. Is that true or is that false, Hayley Ellis?
I think it's true, only because I'm sure we've talked about it as a news story. So I've got a feeling it's true. It does sound like something from the Little Shop of Horrors, doesn't it?
It does.
But
does
I
sound
do
pretty
think
creepy.
I'm sure we've talked about a news story where something similar to this. Then maybe I'm getting them confused. Although it would be hard to confuse my bone-eating snot flowers. Doug is saying false. If you would like to make a guess, do so. The command to give your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, or you can go to backchannel.tv if you are listening on an audio-only Echo. I can see Kim has joined the stream. Good morning, Kim. We're playing competitive, true or false. The question was, Will, one more time.
Scientists have discovered a new species in the North Sea, called a bone-eating snot flower. If it is true, which I'm not saying if it is or not, but if it is true, it doesn't sound like the kind of thing you want to keep as a pet, does it?
No, or as flowers. Do you want to send someone a vase of bone-eating snot flowers? I think I'll just stick to roses for Valentine's. Thank you. If you make a guess, then do so now. We're going to do the reveal in about 5 seconds. The question was: scientists have discovered a new species in the North Sea called a bone-eating snot flower. Is that true or is it false? Make a guess now. If you're watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can type your guess in there. I can see Sloan has joined the stream. Good morning. I said true. Doug's saying false. If you would like to make a guess, you've got about 5 seconds to get it in before we reveal the answer.
Dum, dum, dum. Okay, are you ready?
Flower. Yes.
Is it true or is it false? I can tell you, Hayley Ellis, and everybody watching at home, it is true. Scientists have discovered a new species in the North Sea called the bone-eating snot flower.
That's for me. That's for me.
Claps for Hayley, only for Hayley. It's a worm-like animal found in the bones of dead whales. Of course it is. Do you want to see a picture of one? It's kind of gross.
No, I don't know if I do want to see a picture of one, but go on, Will.
Okay,
if you're eating, put your Cheerios down, and here's a picture of a bone-eating snot flower.
There it is. It looks like... How would you describe this?
It looks like a sponge.
Yeah. With tentacles.
With tentacles, yeah. That's what it is.
There you go. A picture of sponge with tentacles, and you've got yourself a bone-eating snot flower.
Lovely. Hope I don't bump into one of them when I'm next in the ocean. We're playing competitive true or false. You can get involved. It costs nothing to get involved. It's just a little bit of fun. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. You all right, Will?
Yeah, I hadn't itched my nose.
Lovely. If you haven't got an Echo show, you really miss out, because sometimes what you'll see is producer Will itch his nose. You might see Allyson yawn. You might see me from time to time eat an apricot on screen. We're very professional. There's a reason why we don't host a Good Morning Breakfast American TV show.
Do you not got any snacks today?
I haven't got any snacks today. Being very professional today, because I know
I've got this tangerine that I'm going to eat as soon as the show finishes.
Gripping content. Here we go. True or false? If you are listening, get involved. So, the great white shark is the biggest fish. Producer Will dropping a tangerine is the loudest noise you'll hear this morning. So the question is, true or false? The great white shark is the biggest fish in the world. Is that true or is it false? The great white shark is the biggest fish in the world. True or false? Get your answers in now. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or you can go to backchannel.tv if you're on an audio-only Echo. Type your guess in there. I can't stress, by the way, if you're on an audio-only Echo, you can just, it's dead easy. It's like a chat room. Just type your answer in, comes through straight away. Steve has guessed false. Great white shark is the biggest fish in the world. True or false? Steve saying false. Doug, are you saying true? You said yes. I presume you mean true. Producer Will, what are you saying?
Is this going to be one of those questions where it's like, oh, well, actually, it's not a fish, it's a...
No, sorry, Doug's saying false. You write the questions, Will. So if it is a trick one, you've done it.
I've played this on myself. Well, I think it's false then, because I'm sure there's a bigger fish than that. Good.
Well, that's
Good. They
That's
just have a lot
because
of teeth.
Steve and Doug yeah.
It's
Okay,
not-
here we go.
I'm not listening to Steve or Doug. Sorry, Steve and Doug, but I don't need you.
You do, because you waited for their answers to come through and then you guessed.
Did I?
So you do.
Okay, then.
So here we go. The question was, the great white shark is the biggest fish in the world. Is that true or is it false? Steve was straight in there saying false, followed by Doug, who said false, followed by producer Will, who's copied you both and said false. And I can tell you, you are all correct. Absolutely false. The whale shark is the biggest fish in the world. Work? In the workplace.
If it's the biggest fish at work,
the
then
only
you need
fish
to
in
look
the
out for it.
workplace. Yeah, the whale shark is the biggest fish in the world, followed by the basking shark. I would have said true on that because I always presume it's like a common myth, isn't it, that you think the great white shark is the biggest?
Yeah, I think.
But well done, Steve. Well done, Doug. Well done.
I think
Will.
they're just like angry. The great white shark. They just have a lot of teeth. Okay, Hayley Ellis.
Yes, Will.
The bootlace worm is the longest animal in the world. The bootlace worm is the longest animal in the world. Bootlace worm.
I mean, I presume it is because it's a lace length, but is a shark longer than a lace?
How long's a piece of bootlace worm?
I've never heard of a bootlace worm. Could you use it if you say your lace broke in your trainer in your sneaker? You're like, no one got any bootlace worms. I'm gonna go true.
Doug has said false.
I've already. Okay.
You're going with true. The bootlace worm is the longest animal in the world.
True or false? Make a guess. Steve is saying true. Doug's saying false. Would you like to make a guess? If you are listening, you're like, do you know what? I'd like to take part. Do so. The command to give your device is the word say. If you're watching us on an Echo show, get involved. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. Dead easy. The bootlace worm is the longest animal in the world. I said true. Steve said true. Doug's saying false. Will you reveal the answer? Ben has joined the stream. Good morning, Ben. We are playing competitive true or false this morning on the Hayley and Will show because lovely Allyson is in Paris.
So she says.
So she says.
She's probably just asleep again. The bootlace worm, I can tell you, Hayley Ellis, that
yes.
the bootlace worm is the longest animal in the world. That is true.
Yeah, well done, me and Steve. Come on, Steve, that's for you there.
I don't like it when you're in charge of the sound effects.
I just give them for me. You don't get any.
It can go over 30 meters long, Hayley.
Do you feel sad about that, Will? That you don't get any sound effects?
I do. I feel really sad about
it. Well done, Steve. Both me and you get a point there. I'm going to put you down on the official sheet.
It's just a piece. It's like the back of an envelope.
It is. It really is. It's back of a bill that's telling me I'm going to be evicted. But there you go. Yeah. True or false? Here we go. Sharks are colourblind. Is that true or is it false? Make a guess now. If you would like to make a guess, the command to give your device, if you are watching on an Echo show, is the word say. The name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. The question is, sharks are colourblind. True or false? Will, give me your answer, please.
I think it's true because what have they got to look at? What do they need to see in like full 4K HD for? Do you know what I mean? Like what's down there that they need to see in color? Like if dogs are colorblind, then sharks I think should be too. So I'm going to say true.
Okay, producer Will is saying true, but what are you saying? If you're listening at home, if you know the answer, if you're a shark and you're like, actually, I think you'll find. Let us know. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by dun 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 dun. dun. Dun, 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 dun. Or go to backchannel.tv on your phone if you are listening on an audio-only Echo. The question was, sharks are colourblind. Is that true or is it false? Let us know now. Don't know why I'm singing every word.
I'm sorry if I seem distracted, but there's some people on the roof of the house opposite, and they're like, I think they're re-roofing it.
Protest?
No. They're like, I don't know. It's very distracting.
This is a problem from working from home, isn't it? So we're both based in the UK, by the way, so people on roofs doesn't necessarily mean that someone's doing a protest. But yeah, I had builders outside My neighbour had builders in yesterday, and it was very loud on the stream. So apologies for joining.
No, yeah. My one of my housemates usually works from the office, but like yesterday he worked from home, just like try it, and he hated it. He couldn't concentrate. He got distracted by everything because he's used to like be relaxing when he's at home, not working.
Yeah, there we go. One more time, if you would like to make a guess, do so. The question was true or false. Sharks are colourblind. True or false?
I said true. I think it's true because I don't know what they're going to be looking at. I don't think they need to see in colour, so I don't think they need.
Might want to see some beautiful, underwater coral. Very pretty.
What, in the depths of the ocean?
Yeah, you don't know what's down there. No one does.
I've
not been that deep. You've been snorkeling in Tenerife, Will. You haven't been down to the depths of the ocean.
It was a pool. It was like a private pool.
Let us know if you'd like to make a guess. Doug, Stevie, you're still in the game. Sharks are colourblind. True or false? You're about 5 seconds to get the answer through. And then we'll be moving on to the next question. This is a Hayley and Will show. By the way, while we're waiting for your answers to come through, you can watch shows here all day on Backchannel. We have 12 hours of content. I know, just dib in, dib out. You can stick with us all day if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. Liv Harrison is up next with her show Live Every Day. She's an absolute ray of sunshine, that lady. We do. Kate, you're not here today, Will. That was yesterday. 10 till 12 is the Jam and Rennie show. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here. And at 4 till 6, winding up the day, is Mario Smith. So get involved. Say hello. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know what you've had to eat. Let us know what your plans are for the weekend. It's a weekend coming up. But I can tell you, we're currently playing True or False.
Tell me about the sharks, Hayley.
I will. I will. There's a will. Sharks are colourblind. True or false? I can tell you. You said true. You're absolutely Will. Incorrect.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not true. It's a common myth that sharks are colourblind. They can see quite well, apparently. Of course they can.
Oh,
many sharks have excellent eyesight. So 0 point for you there, Will.
Can't say the same for me. I have terrible eyesight.
Yeah, I do as well. Well, obviously, look at this.
Astigmatism.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's lovely to learn.
Hayley?
Yes, Will?
Crabs can only walk sideways.
False. Oh,
Really?
Actually, is it true?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, it's automatic. I think it's too easy to be true because we automatically think of crabs walking sideways. So it's too easy to be true. It's too obvious to be true.
Is
I'm
it?
going to go false.
Is it? It's too easy, is it?
False.
You want things to be difficult, don't you?
No, but it's too obvious because if it's like,
Is it?
that's like saying producer Will produces shows, true or false. You're like,
Well, that is true.
It's clearly true. I mean,
But
we
that
do
is
have
true.
to fill some time with Doug's riddle. Steve is saying false. I'm saying false as well, Steve.
Wow.
So crabs can only walk sideways. Do you know why? I've been in a 10k race with a crab before, and it's running forward.
That was a man in a costume, Hayley.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Very true. Do you know that I actually did a charity run once in Manchester in the UK, got overtaken by someone dressed like a loaf of bread, and I'm not even joking.
What kind of bread?
White loaf.
Oh,
overtaken. Really,
White
that shows how unfit I am.
That's bad.
Yeah, Doug is saying false as well. Thank you for guessing, both of you. Steve and Doug are both guessing false. The question was, crabs can only walk sideways. True or false? Will? I said false as well. Tell us.
Okay, well, the correct answer is false.
Eddie!
Spider crabs
Yes.
and other crabs can walk forwards, just like you and me.
Well done, Steve. Well done, Doug. And well done to me as well. If you would like to play, get involved. The command to give your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say, or you can go to backchannel.tv if you're listening on an audio-only Echo. You can get involved in the show that way. Dead easy. Costs nothing to guess. It's just fun. We're just here to have a bit of a laugh this morning.
She says that now she's winning.
I know, yeah. When I'm losing, I'm a very sore loser.
Different story, isn't it?
Yes, don't even get me started on Monopoly. I will flip a board if I'm not winning property. So, producer Will, true or false? There is a deep sea eel that can swallow animals the same size as itself in one gulp. I've been to buffets with people who can do this.
Yeah.
But is this true or false? There is a deep sea eel that can swallow animals the same size as itself in one gulp. Is that true or is it false?
How can you eat the same size of yourself in one go?
One go?
It'd be like a cartoon.
Like
you know what I
Scooby-Doo used to
mean?
eat those sandwiches, like,
Yeah, and then he would have like a sandwich-shaped thing in his
Yes.
stomach. It would be like that, wouldn't it?
very high metabolism does the Shaggy.
Scooby-Doo.
Do you know the answer? What are you saying then, Will? Let us know.
Well, despite everything I've just said, I'm gonna go with true because
Okay.
weird stuff happens at the bottom of the ocean, and
It
so
does.
counterintuitive.
Doug is saying false. If you would like to make a guess, do so now. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, like Steve has just done, who says true. Producer Will saying true. Doug's saying false. If you are listening on an audio-only echo and aren't blessed with seeing these two ray of beauties this morning, you're really, honestly, you're probably better off not looking at us. Not on a Friday when we've had a very long week. But go to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. So Steve's saying true. Doug's saying false. Will, you're saying true. The question was, one more time, there is a deep sea eel that can swallow animals the same size as itself in one gulp.
That's gross.
I can tell you, Steve said true, you said true. I can tell you that you're both correct. It is true. Listen to this. It's called it's called the gulper eel. Of course it's called a gulper eel because it swallows animals in one gulp. There you go.
Good, you know what? Good name for it.
Well done, Steve. You get a point. Well done, Will. You get a point.
Thanks, Hayley.
Well done for guessing, though, Doug.
Yes. I've just looked at pictures of it, and again, I'm not going to show it because it's really
horrible?
gross. But it's got a really big mouth.
Well, of course it has, because it's not going to have a small mouth. It's eating things in one gulp.
You know what, Hayley? I'm trying to learn here. I'm trying to educate myself about the deep sea. Can you not shame me, please?
There's always knowledge that's needed. Listen, one more question. Let's have one more, or maybe two more.
Okay.
What?
Hayley, some fish communicate by breaking wind. Now, if you're watching the show a couple of weeks ago, you'll know that Hayley tried to do that.
I didn't break wind.
It was pretty windy.
I did, I am not that weatherman that went viral for breaking wind. And what happened was I'd had a little glass of fizzy drink and I had a little tiny belch, but it wasn't loud. I wasn't doing it through. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about the fish. What was the question again?
Some fish communicate by breaking wind.
I mean,
is that true or is that false?
I've been with some men who do that. That was the only communication
fishy
I had.
characters.
That's the only communication I had in those relationships. I'm going to go false. How can they communicate through breaking wind? If you have just joined us, good morning, Bob, and good morning, Nathan. If you would like to get involved, we're playing competitive true or false with an ocean theme today. The command to give your device, if you would like to guess, and you can visually see myself and Will on an Echo show, all you need to do is the name of your device. Hi, Bob. Oh, Bob, you already know what to do. You're doing it now. Hello. The name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your answer. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. Get involved in the game. Give the question again. Let's see if people can guess.
Some fish communicate by breaking wind.
Are you playing rain music there?
Oh, it's ocean sound effect.
Okay, let's turn that off because it's making me need the bathroom. Very long show. Some fish communicate by breaking wind. Is that true or is it false? I'm saying false. If you would like to make a guess, it's just a fun game. Don't worry. The command to give your device is the word say.
What are you saying? Who asked you this question?
Oh, I'm saying false. Will.
Okay.
Bob is saying false. Anyone else want to make a guess? Bob, I'm going to put you on the score sheet. Bob, you're a late addition, so it doesn't matter that you're a late addition.
Did you call the question behind? Some fish communicate by breaking wind. Is that true or is that false? If you think you know, and you can see my face, say to your device the word say, followed by whichever you think it is, true or false, or head to backchannel.tv. But Hayley Ellis, are you ready for the answer?
Yes. Okay. One more time, just in case anyone else would like to make a guess. Steve, if you're still with us, the question was, Will, one more time.
Some fish communicate by breaking wind. Breaking wind, by the way, is a polite way of saying farting.
I thought it was a follow-up to Breaking Bad. Who knew?
No.
If you'd like to make a guess, I'm saying false. Doug's saying false. Bob is saying... Bob, are you saying false as well? I apologize. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
false as well. We're all saying false. Anyone else want to make a guess? Do so now. If you're watching on an Echo Show, good morning. The command to give your device is the word say. So the name of your device, the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. If you're on an audio-only Echo, type your answer in there. Producer Will, what is the answer, please?
I can tell you that it is true. Some fish do communicate by breaking wind. Some members of the herring family communicate by emitting high-pitched sounds from their butts.
And
High-pitched
what are they
sounds.
communicating? That they need to go to the toilet?
Oh, yeah, that really stinks. Please stop farting. That's what they're saying.
Steve, come in, by the way, before you did the reveal. Steve, come in with true. So well done, Steve. Thank you for guessing, Bob. Thank you for guessing, Doug. Now, I can tell you the scores at the end of this round. Producer Will, out of me and you. We both drew, actually. We drew. But the overall winner, and thank you, Bob. Bob, I know this isn't fair because you only come in last minute, but the overall winner for today is Steve. Well done, Steve. Well done, Steve.
Steve.
Okay, that's for you.
Your prize, Steve, is the... you get to go into the rest of today. You get to end the week knowing that you won marine-themed true or false.
What an accolade, Steve.
What an accolade.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking part. Everyone who made a guess, that was competitive true or false. We play it every day here on the Hayley and Allyson show. So thank you for joining in. I can see lovely Sheila has joined us. Good morning, Sheila, in sunny Florida. We hope you're well this morning. But listen, we're just about to go, but stay tuned because the wonderful Liv Harrison is up next with her show. I'd love to be as happy as Liv all the time.
Can you imagine just being...
She's
wearing
like
all those gorgeous earrings.
She's like a Disney princess, is Liv Harrison. I'd love to be her for the day. But listen, she's coming up next, so stick around for Liv. She is here 8 till 10. Then followed by the Jam and Rennie show, followed by Anthony Davis, then Hal Rudnick and Mario Smith. Stick around, 12 hours of content here on Backchannel. Get involved. If you are watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to say. If you're listening on an audio-only Echo, would like to chip in, go to backchannel.tv, and while you're there, you can hit the leave a review button. Let us know what you think of Backchannel. We're a brand new thing. We're doing well. Thank you for taking part. Listen, everyone we've spoke to today, everyone who's tuned in, thank you so much. We are back Monday with Allyson. She'll be back from Paris. She'll be telling us all about her little exploits. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. But before we go, we like to end on a fun fact that you can take away, tell strangers, if you don't want them to talk to you again. Because today's fun fact is not something you just spout out at the water cooler. So this is a horrible fact, actually, Will. I
quite like it.
This is a fact you do not want to go around just spouting at strangers, because
I think you should tell as many people as you can. Go on, Hayley. What's the fact?
Okay. It's bringing back flashbacks of a bad date I had once. The longest fingernails ever were over 28 feet in total.
28 feet?
I tell you what, they would be breaking COVID, social distancing, tapping them on the shoulder. So this American, Lee Redmond, started growing them in 1979 and set the record in 2008. Sadly, she lost her nails in a car crash in 2009. Well, imagine being that car crash, just a finger pointing in the back of your neck.
I know, that's dangerous.
Oh.
28 feet is so long. It can't have been in a straight line.
Well, no, I think they curl, don't they?
Do you
know what? I went on it anyway. I haven't got time to tell you the story. Maybe I'll tell you it Monday. I went on a date with someone who had really long fingernails. Didn't see them in his profile picture. Wasn't even a musician.
How?
Anyway, we're talking Wolverine-esque.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, I'm in a happy place right now. Thank you for joining us. If you have today, you have been an absolute joy. Stick around for Liv Harrison. Have a lovely weekend. We hope you all have wonderful weekends away. And hopefully we'll see you back on Monday with Allyson. We'll be here 6 till 8, Monday to Friday. And we'll see you then. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the shows on Backchannel. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.